In this video, I will show you how to use Higgsfield AI to create amazing AI UGC video ads like this.
Okay, so this thing is actually insane. It's the DJI Avata 360 and it fits in your hand. I brought it to the pitch today and the footage it gets like flying around while you're playing is something I've never seen from a drone this small. Genuinely didn't expect it to be this good.
And by the way, you will find a direct link to the workflow that I will be building in this video with you in the description if you just want to get the prompts and results. We're not going to use the UGC Ad Studio or the regular video generator to do this, but what we're doing instead is we're going to use the Higgsfield AI Canvas because it allows us to build this kind of a continuous and organized workflow to get much more consistent and better results all in one place inside one canvas. That said, let us get started with a video. So now, first sign up to Higgsfield and click on Canvas at the top bar, and then click on Create New Canvas. Then here is your empty canvas, and now you can just right-click to start adding nodes into this one. And as the very first step, I want to actually add an image of my product into this canvas. So let us actually go over here into this DJI Avatar drone landing page, because this is going to be the product that I will be making this video for. And let's scroll down a bit, and where we'll find this kind of an image, I will actually take a screenshot, and then I'll go back to the canvas and I will drop the photo of this drone into the view like this. Then as the first step, let us connect this image into a large language model assistant node. So we can, for example, use Claude AI directly inside this node over here in our canvas. And now, for example, let's first tell the AI to analyze this product and its ideal target audience so that we have a better understanding who we're making this advertisement for. So I will first tell analyze this product, and then I will add a link to the landing page of that product. And then I'll follow that up by just saying describe its ideal user accurately, and now we can just hit generate. And we get something like this back. So I will now move this large language model result aside to make some space. And now what we can do next is we can connect this result into an image generation node. Then I will also connect this drone as the reference picture so that the AI knows exactly what this drone looks like. Then I'll just give it some simple instructions. So once again, I'm making a UGC ad for this product, and I have left a URL over there. Create an image of a UGC actor, non-polished, standing in a soccer field with this drone product in their hands. Make sure it matches the description of the target audience that I have added as a reference. And now I can choose the number of images I want to create over here, for example. And then I can also choose the model with which we can do that. So for instance, right now I think Banana 2 is really good for creating this initial set of images because it's fast and it gives you really good results. So let's hit run pipeline. And here we have some of the results. And as you can see, now the problem actually is that, well, first and foremost, I forgot to tweak the aspect ratio, but also these look exactly like I did not want. So these are like advertisements. There is definitely no UGC vibe in any one of these other than maybe this one. So we'll actually need to regenerate this whole thing. So first and foremost, I will add this part to the prompt. So make it non-polished and slightly amateurish, just like a friend sending a recommendation to their friends. Then before I hit send, I will open up the settings and I will do the 9:16 aspect ratio. And then I will just choose the GPT Image 2 model because I think right now it is the best model for creating images like this. So clearly Banana 2 was getting us close but didn't quite nail the task. So let us run this whole thing again, but this time with a better image generator model. And now we start to see a lot better results. So this one looks fantastic, although it looks like this is part of a soccer game. So I should have maybe said that I want to create an empty soccer field. But that is not an issue because the second image is exactly like that, as well as pretty much the third one and the fourth one as well. Now, out of these four starting images, I would say that this one is the best initial image for our video. So now the next task is to turn this picture into an actual video of this product. So now what I will do is I will actually move this aside by just a touch, and then I will add another prompt node over here. And now I will give the AI the instructions before I connect this one into a video generator. So here I'm telling the AI that I want it to create a short UGC video script for this product. And once again, I have linked it over there. And then I'm telling the AI that I have also added a reference picture of this person with the product so that it understands what the setting and scene looks like. And then I'm just telling that I want to just give me the script that is a short 15-second script they should read out loud in a UGC style. And then I remind the AI that this should not sound like an ad, but rather just a candid and genuine recommendation made by a friend. And now what I will need to do next is I will need to connect this prompt into the large language model assistant. And then on top of that, I will also connect this picture of this person into the large language assistant so that it knows what it looks like. And once again, I will run with this Claude Sonnet 4.6 text generator because I think it nails these kinds of tasks very well. So now let's hit run and see what happens. And as a result, we get something like this. So it says script, and then we have a short 15-ish second script that the person should be reading out loud. So now let's just connect the missing pieces of the puzzle by connecting this picture into a video generation node. And then let's just connect this script into the text part of the video generation node. And then we'll just need to tweak the settings. So I definitely want to use the Seedance 2.0 model because I think it is right now the best. I want to create one video as the first step. And then let's actually club down the resolution to 480p because we have no idea what kinds of results we're about to get. So this is a good way to test things around before spending time and money doing the highest quality. Then we'll also do the aspect ratio, so 9:16 once again. And remember to generate audio. So by default, this is off. And if you do that, you will not get any audio to your shot. So that is a catastrophe. You definitely don't want to do that. The duration is 15 seconds. So other than that, the settings look perfect. So let's just hit generate and let's see what happens. And there we go. Here is our first result.
Okay, so I've been flying this thing around the pitch, and honestly, the shots are insane. It's got a 360 camera built in, so you can reform everything after. Like, you literally can't mess up the angle. And it fits in your hand. I don't know why I waited so long to get one.
Well, that looks otherwise decent, but I hate the music that there is on the background. And also the remote controller that he's holding over here is pretty unnatural looking. So I think we definitely need to tell the AI to mix in some audio notes as well as to regenerate the whole thing because this is just unusable. Now here's another result where there is no background audio and where the result looks much better.
Okay, so this thing is actually insane. It's the DJI Avata 360 and it fits in your hand. I brought it to the pitch today and the footage it gets, like flying around while you're playing, is something I've never seen from a drone this small. Genuinely didn't expect it to be this good. Okay.
Although there is still one massive problem, and it is the fact that now the drone is kind of flying over the pitch, but how on earth is the drone filming itself, or is there another drone? That doesn't really make sense in this context. So basically, even though we could run with this, I will actually create one more shot.
Okay, so this thing is actually insane. It's the DJI Avata 360 and it fits in your hand. I brought it to the pitch today and the footage it gets, like flying around while you're playing, is something I've never seen from a drone this small. Genuinely didn't expect it to be this good.
And now this third one looks a lot better. So now there is no excess drone footage we don't want. Now the only real issue is that the audio sounds a bit manufactured and artificial because there is no ambient background noise behind the scenes. So what I actually recommend doing is if you find yourself in a situation where you don't have the ambient background noise, just go to a website like pixabay.com and you will find all these free audio sound effects that you can use in your videos, and then just drag your video as well as the sound effect into a free video editor timeline and adjust the volume so that the audio matches with what the scene would actually look like. Then also, for example, in a drone shot like this, it could make a lot of sense to add some drone footage into the mix as well. And to do that, one thing you could do is you could tell the AI to regenerate this picture without that man, and also to tell the AI to replace the shot so that it's 50 feet above the ground in this exact same spot. So there you have your starting frame for your video, and then just connect that with a video generator where you tell the AI that it should move across the pitch slowly as if it was a drone shot or something like that. And after doing modifications like this, you can end up with a result that looks like this.
Okay, so this thing is actually insane. It's the DJI Avata 360 and it fits in your hand. I brought it to the pitch today and the footage it gets like flying around while you're playing is something I've never seen from a drone this small. Genuinely didn't expect it to be this good.
And that is how you create those perfect looking AI UGC video ads inside Higgsfield AI. And right now, I think that the best way to do this is by just using the AI workflow builder or the AI canvas, because it allows you to put everything inside one canvas with one subscription. So there's no need to even switch tabs because everything happens here. And also, to recap what we did here, we just added a product image and told the AI to create a description of an ideal person using this product, given the link to this product URL. Then we got this picture, then we generated a script given this picture and this product information and image, and then we connected this all to a video generator with a script so that we would get a result back. And then on top of that, I added some background sounds to make it more natural. And then as an optional step, you can also add some B-roll footage to make it look more natural, as well as some free sound effects to sound like it was actually recorded outside. But now make sure to check the link in the description, because there you will find this exact workflow that I used. And also, if you want to learn more about the UGC ads, for example, more how to do the edits and how to make longer videos and yada, 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 I've left a link to a more detailed guide in the description as well. But now, thanks so much for watching this one, and I hope to see you in the next one.